welcome to today's webinar, Sun Communities Builds Its Company Culture, hosted by SAP Insider and presented by SAP and Semos Cloud. My name is Steve Paul. I'm your moderator today. Discussing today's topic will be Mark Farrugia, Vice President of Human Resources with Sun Communities, and Goran Rice, Head of Customer Success with Semos Cloud. First, we'll hear from Goran.
Hello. Thank you, Steve, for the introduction. A few words about Semos. Semos Cloud is an SAP build partner whose focus is on building HR solutions that extend and complement the SAP SuccessFactors offering. We work with different sizes of customers, from smaller companies to large enterprises. With the use of our solutions, we are serving hundreds of thousands of employees in a variety of industries around the globe. One of our more creative and interesting customers who we asked to join us for this webinar are Sun Communities. We thought it would be great to have them present their specific use case around the recognition program that they built and how they realize it with the use of JobPts. But even more interesting, Mark Farrugia will talk about their future roadmap and the art of the possible with the use of other solutions from our portfolio. And speaking of our portfolio, Semos today offers 6 solutions in the marketplace, all of the solutions that are built around the employee experience theme and how to create a fun workplace for your employees. As we are today focusing on JobPts, to give an example, we enable our customers to build small recognition engines around various processes in SuccessFactors, and by that increase employee engagement around those specific processes. Right? For example, if you have an issue of low participation around learning and training in your company, how could you improve that specific practice? Maybe you want to incentivize your top performers in the company if they meet their goals and examples of such. We have other solutions, right? So you can use those for different types of processes. For example, survey rocks, if you want to gain feedback about different type of processes such as your exit strategy or your performance and goals practice, and how could those be improved. All right, the variety of solutions that we have are for different processes in HR, and you can use those, again, tied to SuccessFactors, for example, extending performance and goals and creating a fun dialogue for your employees in the company and creating an alternative and fun CPM process. Or you can use Healthane to create a health and wellness program that will, again, create some cool recognition programs in your company. We have developed all of our solutions with the use of the SAP Cloud Platform and are using it as our technological backbone for all of the products that you see here. Due to that, we are able to fully tie in and integrate with SuccessFactors and extend the talent modules in the most seamless way. When you use any of our solutions, you do not compromise any data privacy, nor you introduce any additional risks of security or GDPR compliance issues, as we are hosted together with your SuccessFactors, and your company will continue to own your critical HR data. So this was a short introduction about Semos and what we do. Without any further ado, I will pass the mic to Mark Farrugia to take it from here.
Oh, thank you very much, Goran. And thank you to everybody who's joining us today. Again, my name is Mark Farrugia. I'm the leader of human resources here at Sun Communities. And to give you a brief bit of background on our company, we primarily operate throughout the United States, and we have a presence in Ontario as well. We're a publicly traded real estate investment trust, and we are a very heavy user of the SAP SuccessFactors suite of products. It very specifically helps complement a large transient workforce that we have within the organization. We process an extensive amount of transactions on a daily basis, and we touch a large and very diverse range of employees, those who sit at a computer on a regular basis, those who work very closely with our guests and residents out in the field, whether it be housekeepers or maintenance staff, and those who don't necessarily use a computer on a regular basis. So we definitely have unique challenges with our business, and one of which is very important to us is to make sure that we're able to touch all of our employees on a consistent basis, using technology, but also doing so in an avenue that doesn't always rely 100% on sitting at a computer on a regular basis. So as we transition to talk just a bit about recognition at Sun Communities, what actually brought us into our partnership with CMOS was our search for an updated, refreshed, and enhanced rewards and recognition program. Our legacy system, we experienced over time a drop-off in employee engagement, a very inconsistent mix of manager engagement, and then also the platform itself had some challenges, especially as we continue to grow, whether it be from a support standpoint in making sure employees were able to easily access the application, avoiding manual logins. We experienced challenges with product availability that was available in our legacy tool, and also a significant amount of product markup. So every time an individual purchased a product from our rewards catalog, a big portion of their points were being eaten up by product markup that our former vendor used as part of their profit model. And so that was another thing that we found that we wanted to get away from and make sure that we were able to give maximum value to our workforce. So as we looked to transition to a new software and a new partnership, some of the things that would probably be obvious to many, but also, were not so obvious when we had undertaken the effort previously, were things simple usability functions like single sign-on, having real-time data with a modern interface that was, both easy to use from a desktop, but also easy to use from a mobile device, since more and more of our population is accessing our tools and resources from mobile devices. And then really bridging the gap between, as I mentioned, the workforce who is not as technically savvy or not as regular of a user of a computer, all the way up to our highly skilled workforce who has their homepage and their business applications at their fingertips throughout the day. So we started searching for a new solution, and in doing so, we came across the SAP App Center, which has a wide variety of products and service offerings to SAP customers. And one of the tools we found was, as Goran mentioned, JobPts. It is a product that is offered by CMOS. It is available and built within the SAP Cloud platform. And so it's very heavily tied in and easy to both implement and communicate with our SuccessFactors instance. JobPts as a product offers a number of features ranging from peer-to-peer recognition, gamification, things that are not necessarily native to most reward and recognition programs like celebrating birthdays and service anniversaries. And all of that comes with a number of employee-facing benefits, such as a very rich rewards catalog, ability to instantly redeem rewards for digital gift cards and things. And then also important to us was reinforcing our company culture, so having the ability to support a custom rewards program and catalog filled with a number of different Sun-specific redemption options. When we look to purchase and implement the product, the purchasing process was extremely easy, very similar to downloading an app on a mobile device like the Apple Store or the Google Play Marketplace. We were able to identify and select the product right from the SAP App Center, and then combining both our very quick process of getting employee data and everything connected because of the fact that it's on the cloud platform, and all of the custom solutions that we partnered with CMOS to develop, which I'll talk about in just a few moments. We were able to implement the product and go live with it in just under 90 days. The significant amount of that time was spent both spanning some holidays that gave us times with scheduling challenges, but more importantly, the custom development. So 90 days was definitely much faster than we had experienced with other implementations, but also something that gave us a lot of time to really tailor the product and make sure our launch was very successful. We decided to place the Sun Rewards application within our core homepage of our intranet, which many of you might recognize as the SuccessFactors homepage. So in what we call our App Center, which is the area where our team members go to access any of their business critical applications, one of the tiles that's listed there is Sun Rewards, which then allows the team member to click on it and seamlessly load the Sun Rewards application. After they do so, very, very consistent look and feel, they're taken into the CMOS JobPts application, which again, we've internally branded as Sun Rewards. And that brings the team member to a landing page where they're able to perform a number of tasks, some of which I've already mentioned, ranging from recognizing their peers, managers recognizing and issuing points to individuals throughout the company, having the ability to access the rewards catalog, view upcoming service anniversaries, and a variety of different user-specific pieces of functionality, all of which offer a very seamless experience whether an individual is on a desktop or accessing the tool from a mobile device. In terms of employee recognition, we have a couple of different options once an individual clicks the Recognize tab. They can send a note of brief congratulations. They can thank a peer or coworker for something that maybe an individual did that assisted them in their day-to-day responsibilities, or for those tasks and achievements that really are viewed as above and beyond. Managers have the ability to not only send a note, but also associate points with that, which can be redeemed for a variety of different products and service offerings. Once a user chooses what type of category they want to recognize an individual for, they're, as I mentioned in the above and beyond case, able to associate points with it. And then they are taken to a screen where they can select the recipient from our company directory. So you can see here that the individual can actually just start typing the individual's name, and the results will be narrowed by all of the individuals with their name, photo, job, things like that, all pulling seamlessly in real time from our SuccessFactors instance. Next, they can provide any sort of customized note, a thank you, a congratulatory message, really anything that suits their needs, and then select a category so that we're able to monitor and have useful insights in terms of where we're finding individuals aligning with our core success attributes or our objectives and goals as a company. So you can see here whether it be a commitment related item, something tied to customer service, or empowering others, whatever the case may be, they're able to associate a category with it. And then once they do, that individual is notified of the comments and any of the points associated with it. In addition to some of the user-initiated actions, we also have a campaign that we have established within Sun Rewards that automatically sends a note of congratulations on a service anniversary milestone. So the message, again, is system generated. It is sent to the individual in the morning, and it just thanks them for their service and their time with the company. If it's on certain incremental milestones, whether it's the 5, 10, 15-year note, the individual receives a notification that's signed by our CEO, and it also comes with points associated with it. In off years, we send a more generic message, and one of the things that we did is we included an embedded link to our Glassdoor page. So we figured that in a time when an employee is experiencing some sort of positive recognition or accomplishment, let's drive them to Glassdoor to help improve our company ratings. And as a matter of fact, in less than a 12-month period of time, we were able to increase our overall company rating from 2.1 to 3.9 simply by using this method to regularly solicit feedback and drive individuals to rate their experiences working with Sun Communities for prospective job seekers and other members of the public to see. So again, something that's not very necessarily related to rewards and recognition, but a useful and very creative way that we found to help us in other areas of our business. In terms of OnTheSpot rewards, I mentioned that it was important to us for all of our employees to be touched by the program. And so as our managers do site visits and do community engagement and team member engagement across all of our locations, we came up with the idea of having a gift card or a physical type card that our managers could hand out to individuals on the spot without having to be at a computer to send the recognition. So the way it works is a manager provides a team member with a gift card. It's got a redemption code on the back of it, and it gives them very clear instruction as to the website that they need to go to. They go to the website, which is our intranet, click on Sun Rewards, and then on the home page, they're prompted to have the ability to insert a scratch card number, which comes from the back of the gift card. That then transfers the points into their bank account, and they're able to redeem them immediately. We found that implementing this approach allowed us to reach out to much more of our labor-specific or more blue-collar type workforce than we ever had in the past. So again, it helped accomplish one of our goals of touching all of our team members and really driving and promoting that culture of recognition universally across the organization. As we focus over now to points redemption options, just to give you a brief overview of how we chose to implement the program, we have 3 different redemption options available to our team members. The first one being e-gift cards, which essentially allows them to go to a catalog filled with a long listing of popular merchants and retailers. And using Sun Rewards points, the individual can redeem them on the spot, receive an instant redemption code that they can then take to that merchant's website. So for example, it might be a Best Buy or a Delta Airlines. The individual receives a notification as soon as they complete the purchase with an e-gift card, and then they can go to that merchant site, enter the redemption code, and make a purchase right away using an e-gift card. The merchandise catalog is something that is probably a bit more common with rewards and recognition programs. However, it was implemented in such a way that it's partnered with eBay. So essentially, all of the products and service offerings that are available on eBay that meet certain criteria that have been established, whether it be product reviews, product quality, seller reviews, all of that information is pulled in real time. There are quality controls, as I mentioned, behind it, so we're not pulling in products and services that we don't want to make available to our workforce. But again, a way to really expand the product offering and offer a huge variety of things to our team member population. And then lastly, keeping in line with our company culture, we have the Sun store that team members can redeem points for. And that can be anything from Sun-specific merchandise like logo apparel. It could be things that we have had success with in the past that we really want to highlight, maybe an Apple Watch or a certain type of laptop computer. And then in addition to that, we do a couple of other more unique things, such as allow our team members to redeem points so that they can then contribute to charitable organizations. So each month we have a specific spotlight charity that we focus on, and we allow team members to redeem points to contribute in more of a charitable manner. Those are just a few examples of some of the things that we have available for our employees to redeem their points with. One of the ways that we have tailored the program to not only allow us to market the product to our workforce on a regular basis, but that's also provided us with an opportunity to get much more value out of it without having to make a significant investment in giving points and issuing points on a regular basis. We do things that we call redemption contests, and essentially the way it works is we highlight a particular product. In this case, you can see here an Apple Watch. We send out an email to our workforce highlighting the product and the benefits of using Sun Rewards. And for only 10 points an entry, they're able to enter into the contest to win a particular product. So what that's done is it's allowed us to reach, again, more of our population by giving everyone an opportunity to redeem points and still have a shot at winning sizable products. It allows us to consistently message the program, which ultimately helps increase engagement. And then one of the particular benefits I like a lot about it is it allows us to control budget. So rather than giving out points every time we want to give people opportunities to earn, this is a creative way to allow us to burn through some of the points that have been issued in the past and, again, not have to issue out constantly more and more points, which makes the budget very difficult to manage. We've definitely realized a number of positive and measurable results, some of which I have highlighted here, the first one being 180 hours. So we've done some analysis and determined that in comparison to our old platform, whether it be handling support issues, usability issues, troubleshooting problems that we had with redemption with our old vendor, we have saved about 180 hours in overall system management per year. A big part of that comes with the automation and the sophistication of the product and really the ease of use of having everything up, running, and seamlessly tied in and integrated with our SuccessFactors instance. We've achieved about $76,000 in savings per year, some of which came from product marketing markup costs from our old vendor, others which have come more so from product licensing and things of that nature. And then lastly, and probably most notably, would be that in the first quarter post-go-live of rolling out our new Sun Rewards program, in comparison to our old product, we realized a 175% increase in user engagement. So again, one of our major goals was to increase engagement and reach more of our team member population, and we feel very, very happy and satisfied with the early successes that we were able to realize with this. So as we look into the future into how we'd like to enhance the product or more functionality that we'd like to adopt, going along the lines with an overall intelligent enterprise and really realizing the maximum value that we have for our SuccessFactors investment, we're looking at the option of adopting the health and wellness platform that Semos offers. We do have a product offering similar right now, much more scaled back, and again, we're experiencing issues with user adoption. So we feel like the timing is right to now take the next step and roll in the health and wellness product, not only to connect it and tie it in with our intranet or our SuccessFactors instance, but also to drive more user behavior, more engagement, and have it tie in with Sun Rewards so that we can issue points for notable accomplishments. So things like, drinking X amount of glasses of water per day, or logging a certain number of steps on, a fitness tracking device. Those are all types of things that we can use to increase engagement, recognize our team members, and overall promote a healthier lifestyle. Intelligent learning with gamification is another piece that I'm particularly excited about. So we already have our investment and our product platform built out with SuccessFactors Learning, but we believe there's an opportunity to take it to a next step by leveraging CMOS's product offerings to monitor intelligently all of the activity that's taking place within SuccessFactors Learning. So for example, when a user completes a course, having the ability to now show a pop-up message in the bottom right-hand corner of their screen, as you can see here, that lets the individual know that they've completed the training and that they've been awarded, in this example, 25 points for completing safety training. And then, again, to drive that continued adoption, once that notification pops up, the user can either close it out or click the link to go into Sun Rewards to view more information that's available in the platform, whether it be looking through rewards product catalog, looking through their points balances, and things of that nature. And then by way of a final example, by leveraging CMOS's Survey Rocks platform, we'd like to take the next steps to seamlessly integrate that within SuccessFactors so that we can do more in terms of surveying and reaching out to our team members and giving them a really solid avenue to provide us with feedback. In this particular case, on the SuccessFactors homepage, we have a to-do item for an individual who's given notice, and it indicates that they have 15 days to complete an exit interview. And in doing so, they'll have a chance to win a gift card. Once they click that, again, staying within SuccessFactors, not having to load an external system, display to them all of the exit interview survey questions that we have, leave that information within the tool, track it, and centralize the reporting repository for it so that we can then analyze and take action and really benefit from valuable insights. So now I'd like to pass things back to Steve, who will lead us through any questions that you may have.
Okay, thanks very much. Excellent presentation, Mark. Looks like we have a number of good questions already in, so thank you very much. Our first one is from Laura, who wants to know, how do you handle any unused rewards bank for departing employees?
That's a great question. When individuals provide us with notice and we conduct their exit survey and provide them with their departure benefit info, we remind them if they have any unused points in their bank and encourage them to redeem them prior to their departure. In cases where those are not redeemed or an individual maybe is involuntarily terminated, we actually take those points that exist within their bank, we pull them back, and then we make them available to reallocate for future recognition efforts.
Great, thank you. Let's see, Jennifer wants to know, how do you market your recognition program internally?
Well, Jennifer, there are a number of different things that we do to market the product internally. I touched on a few of them. One of our probably most successful has been those email contests that we run, where not only are we promoting a particular product that we know from previous redemptions is popular, but we always make sure to include in there some bullet points, screenshots, various different things about the Sun Rewards platform altogether. So whether it's messaging about a couple of different hot items that people can redeem, or how simple it is to log in from a mobile device and recognize others for their achievements, that is one way that we consistently keep the product and the platform and the program in front of people's minds to consistently market it. And then a few other things would be just the various efforts that we undertake, be it service anniversaries or other similar types of messages, having the system recognize individuals for different accomplishments they have, which always then drives them back into the platform, whether they've received points or something, to keep them engaged in using the system and keep it at the front of their mind.
Excellent.
Also, Steve, I would like to add to that, to
Sure.
Mark's answer. So good question. What we see with other customers being done is also using job points for marketing purposes as well. Right? So there's a lot of companies that are global companies of a few hundred thousand of employees that are not able to get the buy-in globally, to go live with the whole solution. So what they do is they will kind of divide and conquer. So what they do is they start with one region, right, and they will introduce a recognition program being around again, whatever they choose, right? It can be something tied into success factors around performance and goals, like just what Mark mentioned, or something totally different, right? And then they don't invest, I don't know, millions of dollars in a rewarding budget, but they invest, some small, significant budget, but a small budget, and they use it to gain some, good KPIs. And then they use the KPIs to market it internally and, push the whole engagement and get other regions to kind of buy in and to start adopting the recognition program that they have built.
Excellent. Thank you. Mark, another question here for you. So how did you make a business case to implement the rewards program that involves spending additional funds for your employees?
Really good question, Steve, because that's usually the challenge when it comes to getting products and program offerings like this up and running, especially from an HR standpoint. We were fortunate in that our senior leadership team was really bought into the idea of having a formalized recognition program many, many years ago when we implemented our legacy system. So as we looked at enhancing and refreshing it, we didn't necessarily have to do a lot to necessarily build a business case, but I will say that it became part of our company culture to look at and regularly monitor the engagement with the system, and the team was very quick to support looking at an enhancement when we found that engagement was dropping off. So as I've talked to other folks across the company and even looked at getting more investment in the platform, the business cases and the things that we've really done, I would say that have been most helpful is with this product, whether you're looking to purchase it as a new customer or add different components onto it, the thing I would say is most beneficial is that it's extremely flexible, it's extremely scalable, and it's highly configurable in that if you're considering something, you can go onto the SAP App Center, sign up for a trial of it, and use it with a very, very small population of your workforce. It could be a department, a region, a physical location, whatever the case may be. You can get it up and running without any sort of implementation costs, and you can roll out the product with or without points and see what type of user engagement you're getting, what type of feedback you're getting, maybe even send out a survey using Survey Rocks to gain feedback from your workforce or from your management team about what they like or dislike about the product. And then you can use that information, without making any investment on the front end, to substantiate and show why you feel the product will have a beneficial impact on your team. And then, assuming all goes well, you can make your purchasing decision and then scale the product and offer it to more regions or really go company-wide. But the key is that you have a lot of control, and CMOS will partner with you to help you figure out how best to handle some sort of rollout like that, and ultimately, develop your business case.
Okay, thank you. Goran, did you have anything to add to that or go on?
No, this is a great explanation by Mark.
Great. Okay, and I think we have time for one more question here. Ole wants to know, what level of approval do you require for a reward? Does the manager require his or her manager's approval or someone else's approval?
We have implemented the product in a way that I would say from networking I hear to be maybe a little bit more unique. So to answer your question, simply put, the system fully supports an approval workflow, and really out of the box allows you to configure workflows where you can set thresholds and determine how you want awards to be approved. In our particular case, we have established quarterly budgets that's based on a per head dollar amount, and we issue them to managers and to a bank that they can use throughout the quarter to award at their discretion. If they don't use them, they lose them, but we felt like empowering our managers and giving them the points on the front end to use them as they see fit was maybe a more easy way to manage it, and also a way to encourage people to use them because they already have them, and even if it's just a mental thing, not have to go through the process of getting approval each time they wanted to recognize somebody. So we've implemented it that way, and the feedback we've gotten from our managers is that they really like it like that.
So I will add here to Mark's answer about the approval processes. Mark was stating in the previous question that the system is very flexible, and yes, it is flexible. But so those kind of the areas are where the flexibility really stands out. I would say out of the box, the system you can build through the admin console of the solution, several types of approval processes, which are fully tied with success factors. As we inherit information from success factors, we inherit the role-based access and permission, so you can decide in the hierarchy what kind of an approval process would you like. You can say from 0 to 100 points, you would like one level approval or second level approval, which is already predefined in the solution. However, I would say the better answer is it really depends on your recognition program, right? Because, for example, one of our customers that is using the solution have their kind of goal before implementing was to get the recognition culture in the company, right? So that was one of the things they were really looking to improve. They were standing from anywhere between 10 to 15% in terms of the recognition in their company, and they wanted to have the higher numbers like Mark here in Sun Communities has. So they have decided to actually not implement any approval processes, right? Because they said if you put any type of approval process, that will just be a blocker for recognition. So they decided that the monetary piece will be executed in a different way, more through nominations of employees. And there they have the approval processes, right? So approvals are done on that manner when somebody is nominated for the Employee of the Month or Employee of the Year. But on the peer-to-peer rewarding aspect, there are no approval processes. So again, the proper kind of or short answer is really depends on you guys and your recognition programs.
Okay, thanks very much. Unfortunately, that is all the time we have for this session. So if we didn't answer your question during our live broadcast, someone will follow up with you over the next few business days. And for more information, you can see some contact information that is here before you. And we want to thank you all for attending today's webinar, Sun Communities Builds Its Company Culture, hosted by SAP Insider, presented by SAP and Semos Cloud. Shortly after this live event, we'll send you an email reminder so you can access this presentation on demand. And on behalf of our guests, Mark Ferrugia, Vice President of Human Resources with Sun Communities, and Goran Rice, Head of Customer Success with Semos Cloud, we want to thank you for your time and have a great day.